Yeah, because I'm mad. Sure. Hey. Yeah. Yeah, y'all get one of them real dry highs. Yeah, because I'm mad. I'm mad. I'm upset. Yeah. Yeah. I'm mad at black people. I'm mad at my people. All right. Yeah. So, hey, welcome to the show. It's your boy SeanDavieWay. I know you haven't seen me in a little bit because I've been a busy asshole. But it's been a lot going on these younger streets, all right? So, obviously today's show is going to be about George Floyd. Shout out to him and his family. Rest in peace, George. There was an altercation that happened last year. I'm gonna shout all y'all out in the chat. Thank y'all for coming. I really appreciate it. We all know what happened to him. That happened like over a year ago. He was slain in the street due to a cop putting his basically knee on the man's neck, and he ended up passing away once he got to the hospital. As of today, a few of the officers have been arrested and whatever. Well, I'm not even gonna say arrested, fired, pretty much. They got fired, from their jobs, because that's what you do when you murder somebody, you get fired. So I'm just really angry, and the reason why I'm angry, and it's, don't get me wrong, rest in peace to George. And that was extremely traumatic what happened. I can imagine what his family is still going through. This is not new. A lot of people are just hearing it as if it's new, and it's not. My thing is as Black people, we need to come together. I'm tired of seeing every time somebody dies, especially a Black man or a Black woman or anything of that nature, someone that, African American descent or anything like that, when they pass away, we want to get in these motherfucking streets and riot, not even riot, protest, and put up signs and say that Black lives matter, and all this other bullshit. Fuck all that. Every time y'all take y'all ass in the motherfucking streets, because yes, I live about an hour and a half, almost 2 hours away from Minneapolis. So I could have been there yesterday, but for what? For what? To make myself a target? We in the season of motherfucking COVID, to where 10 people ain't even supposed to be in a group together. And then y'all got all y'all dumbass, yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all, dumbass, down there protesting for motherfucking nothing. For motherfucking nothing. This shit happened last year. Fuck y'all, y'all should have been there down there since last motherfucking year. What y'all going down there today for? Yesterday for what? Like, y'all just look so stupid. It's dumb. It doesn't get us anywhere. Yeah, we went down there and protested. Yeah, we went down there and put up signs. And guess what? It's still going to be Black men that are slain this year. It's the shit. It's still going to keep happening. It's not going to stop happening because we put a motherfucking sign up that said Black Lives Matter. It's not going to stop happening because we all choose to form together on one fucking block and say, oh my gosh, we're here. You guys are wrong. That's not going to solve anything. What the fuck is that going to do? I'm not about to waste my gas and go sit down there with y'all dumbass. Wait, for what? Most of y'all ain't never met that man before in your life. So the fuck y'all care for now when the same shit is still happening day to day? All of a sudden, when a white man kills a Black man, all of a sudden, that super matters. But you got Black people killing each other every single fucking day. Who cares about that? Who cares about the Black on Black crime? Let's just focus that this white man just killed this Black man. That's not going to bring unity. We need to come together, and we need to stay that way. Fuck these other people. I'm not worried about uniting with any other race when my race can't even get the fuck along. What am I worried about sitting down with a white person for, or somebody else to sit down and try to gain some unity when we don't even have it within ourselves? We can't even sit there long enough and have a conversation with one another to find some type of relevance in one conversation and stay there because you got so many other people worried about being correct, worried about being right. What does it matter? If we're sitting here saying that these social injustices, the equalities that we do not have, and things in that nature, if we don't have these things, sitting there bitching, moaning, and complaining about them is not going to change it. It's not. We need to come together. We need to stand strong, and not during a fucking protest, just in general. We can learn so much from one another if we stick together like the white people do. They stick together. As you see, those officers and shit just got fired. That's white people sticking together. Those people ain't gonna go to no goddamn prison. Those officers ain't gonna be reprimanded for what the fuck they did. They don't look at that as a murder. That's not a murder. When you got stupid shit like this motherfucker, Dylan Roof, went into a black church and shot multiple people. Yet they give him a bulletproof vest, walk him to the motherfucking car, take him to the precinct, and bought him some motherfucking Burger King while they was questioning him. But this black man at the bottom get a motherfucking foot on his neck. And I'm not supposed to believe that there's no difference when it comes to race, that they don't treat people differently just based off of perception, just based off of what you look like. This motherfucking white boy went into that church and shot multiple people, yet these police approached him like they should have approached this black man. He was unarmed, that black man, George, unarmed. He was not fighting them. He was fighting to fucking breathe. But this white motherfucker at the top, yeah, this white bitch, they put him on a vest after he was armed when he killed those fucking people. But it didn't matter because they were black. Let's make sure our guy makes it home. Because they stick together. You see them white officers up there with that white boy? That's sticking together. That's what sticking together look like. And then you see this black man at the bottom? It's black people recording that man. That ain't sticking together. Sitting there watching this fucking man die right in front of you, watching a murder right in front of you. Ain't no way in the world I would have stood there. I would have went to motherfucking jail because I would have made sure that motherfucking man could breathe. I'm about to stand there and record a goddamn thing when this man is losing his life in front of me. But let me record it. Just in case. What the fuck is that going to do? As y'all see these pictures is going around, like this is not a murder. That man was murdered. This is right here with this picture you see at the bottom with this officer with his hands in his motherfucking pocket, with his knee on this man's neck like he just wounded a deer and putting his motherfucking knee on the deer lung so it can pass away. That ain't no deer. That's a human fucking being. That ain't no animal. You just didn't secure a motherfucking ape, bitch. And you comfortably got your hands in your motherfucking pocket because you don't give a fuck what's happening to the person underneath you because he does not look like you. He does not look like you. Because the motherfuckers that look like y'all at the top, this is what y'all do. Y'all give them respect when y'all arrest them. That is a fucking murderer with a bulletproof vest on. Ain't no way in the world they shouldn't have shot that bastard as soon as they got to that bitch house. But they don't treat their kind like that. They don't do that to their kind. They stick together, unlike us. And when we get together, we want a motherfucking protest. For what? It doesn't do anything. I wish the fuck I would go sit down there with you dumb motherfuckers. Because y'all look stupid. Y'all don't even know that man. Y'all ain't did enough for his motherfucking family. Y'all ain't doing nothing for the community. But coming together, acknowledging the obvious. Yes, this man died. What the fuck did y'all do about it? All them motherfuckers that was standing around when that police officer was, I would have kicked that motherfucker in his face. Get off that motherfucking man. All that shit ain't necessary. You already got him arrested. What the fuck is your knee in his neck for? Get off of him. Shit, that man in New York, that bigger man that died because that was on that man's stomach and he passed away. This shit keeps happening because they fear us. But we don't fear each other. So that's why we should come together. And not to go fucking protest. Fuck a protest. Fuck a Million Man March. Fuck all that shit. For what? It doesn't do anything. Our people are still going to die. We're still going to be treated uneven. And the police was always going to have the overedge on us. And when they murder us, they're just going to get fired with pay. Then they're going to throw a little grievance check to the black family so they can shut the fuck up because money fixes everything. No, the fuck you don't. It don't matter how much money y'all give that. George ain't coming back. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how long y'all protest. George ain't coming back. Because as soon as y'all get done protesting, y'all go right back to the hood and start fighting each other like fucking idiots. So I'm not about to sit there and support people that don't know what the fuck they're supporting. Did you come down here because it's popular opinion? Or did you come down here because you feel like an injustice happened? They're about to say Black Lives Matter. No, all fucking lives matter. Black lives should matter to black people. They need to matter to us. The fuck out of here. Y'all see how they treat us. We don't matter. Tired of hearing that shit. Black lives matter. No, the fuck they don't. Because if so, why is knees on our necks, but they get bulletproof vests after they murder our people? This white bitch at the top with this vest on murdered our people. He went into a church and slain innocent people. Black people at church trying to get the word. They ain't come in his house with guns ablazing. Do y'all see any guns at the top? All the police officers got their hands down, guns in tow. They ain't pointing no guns at this boy. Because that's one of theirs. They're not going to treat their people like that. They save it for us. I don't see no pictures when no white cops got their knees on the white people. I don't see that shit. But I see it with blacks often. They don't give a fuck about us. They don't care. So stop saying Black Lives Matter. They don't. Black Lives Matter to black people. Yes, a few white people that give a fuck. We don't give a fuck. That's what I like about Malcolm X. When he was on the riots to try to get his people together, he said, white people cannot be involved. For what? Why do y'all need to be involved with our own people? We don't even get along with each other. We got to figure that out first before we start sitting up with you motherfuckers. Y'all ain't gonna make it equal, no way. The fuck out of here. They don't like us. They used us. It's different. It's no different than that bitch Doja. That's what I said. That bitch don't like us. She uses us. So you can be used by that hoe if you want to, but I'm not. I refuse. And I'm not standing for no cause just cause. If there's going to be peace, there needs to make sense. That doesn't make sense to sit there and riot for somebody or protest for somebody you ain't ever even fucking met. What are you doing for your community? How are y'all trying to change this? Instead of being angry somewhere with signs, hooping and hollering like that's going to solve anything. What is that going to solve? Besides y'all going horses and shit for nothing. That shit could have went a whole nother way. We're in the season of Corona, and then a whole bunch of black people want to get together and protest when 10 people ain't supposed to be together. More than 10 people. So if they would have came down there tear gassing y'all ass and shooting y'all ass, it would have been, once again, here go Whitey, coming for the blacks. Well, y'all stupid ass shouldn't been down there, no way. No justice, no peace. So there should literally be no peace. Why the fuck y'all still ain't down there? Why y'all take y'all stupid ass home? Because y'all do what y'all see instead of what y'all know. Should do what you know. And what I know is that shit ain't gonna solve nothing. Nothing at all. I wish the fuck I would have went down there and protested yesterday. I cussed out everybody that called me and asked me if I was going. For fucking what? For what? What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen if we go down there besides me getting shot? I got kids and shit to take care of. No. I'm not about to go risk my life. For what? That shit didn't end well yesterday in Minneapolis. Because blacks. The fuck y'all sitting on there protesting for? Y'all smoking blunts, drinking all that shit. That shit is stupid and it's ignorant. It's ignorant. That shit makes no sense. So I'm glad I wasn't there and I wouldn't be there. If y'all gonna protest the right way. Sleep down there. And don't leave until you get actual justice. Them being fired is not justice. You don't leave until that bitch get what is due to him. All of those officers. That is bullshit. But we're gonna sit here and protest, hold up signs, we will overcome. No, the fuck we won't, because we won't come together. If we unite as black people and make our own shit, do our own shit, I'm all for resegregation. I'm all for it. I don't have a problem with it at all. I don't mind being surrounded by my people, supporting my people, and trying to help my people elevate. I don't have a problem with that. I would do it immediately. Point it out. Where y'all doing it at? And I'll be there. They've been trying to make race wars and shit for a long ass time. If it ever come down to a race war and I gotta fight for my motherfucking people, oh well. Oh well. Anytime I see somebody, what I take their motherfucking ass out, I sure will, because that's what they do to us. That jogger just got shot fucking exercising. And all of a sudden it just don't matter anymore. Because Black Lives Matter. Prove it. Prove it. Why does shit only be a problem for 48 hours? Then after 48 hours, oh well, out of sight, out of mind. All that shit happened with Trayvon. Out of sight, out of mind. George Zimmerman still walking around. Let that bitch walk past me and see what happened. We got bigger issues to fry. But y'all want to sit here and protest for something that happened a year ago. Y'all should have been the fuck down there. Fuck y'all going down there today for? Yesterday for? For what? Why? What did y'all change? What did y'all solve? A bunch of wasted energy. Now imagine how many motherfucking people went home with COVID. Just because y'all want to stand up there looking stupid, stuck on motherfucking stupid. But I'm supposed to go down and look stupid with y'all. No. Shit, I'm for answers. I'm for a resolution. What are we going to do? I'm not about to stand down there and stand next to you motherfuckers for what? Well, most of y'all want to fight each other. It was all type of fights and all that shit down there. So there ain't no peace. There ain't no justice. Y'all down here fighting each other in the name of a black man. That makes no sense. I thought the fight was supposed to be towards the government. I thought the fight was supposed to be towards the state. But y'all down there fighting each other and shit. It's stupid. It's dumb. But I'm supposed to be a part of it. No. Fuck everything about that motherfucking protest yesterday because it was stupid. I'm tired of y'all walking down streets and shit thinking that that's going to solve something. It does not. We did a 1 million man march and that shit didn't even solve shit. So what the fuck make y'all think that is? It's not. Should put y'all knee on their motherfucking neck like he did George. The fuck out of here. I would rest until that motherfucker was behind bars. Because that's the most I can do. I can't kill him. So at least your ass gonna go to prison. The motherfuckers is fired and gonna be sitting at home with a fat check. While his family's sitting over there mourning him still. His children are mourning him still. But y'all want to walk down the goddamn street and say Black Lives Matter right before y'all fight each other. So your cousin just killed 2 people here arrested right now, but Black Lives Matter. After he done took to yeah, make it make motherfucking sense. Shit, y'all so focused on fighting each other that y'all don't give the white people a chance. I'm tired of that shit. Oh, a white man just did this. Oh, let's riot. Let's go protest. Let's go walk down the street. Go to the dollar store real quick. Get some poster boards and some markers so we can make some signs. For what? What is that going to do? Grow up. The fuck out of here. All these Negro spirituals and shit. Fuck all that. Ain't no wade in the goddamn water. Let's fuck these motherfuckers in the water. Friend, I'm sick of this shit. Because it's enough to make you racist. I didn't even sleep well. This shit been on me heavy. It's enough to make me not even like white people. And it's not all white people's fault. But I'm just at that point where I just literally don't give a fuck. I just don't care. Every time I walk past a white person, I get angry. I feel like racist. And I shouldn't feel that way. Shit, people are people. All lives matter, not just black ones. Y'all just used to hearing about them being taken away more. So that's why I want to throw the black in there. How fucking racist is that? And white people say, all white lives matter, y'all gonna take issue. Y'all gonna take issue. That's not being pro-black. Being pro-black is meaning what the fuck you say, standing on top of it. Not removing yourself from it. Sticking with your morals and your values and your principles. Besides when another motherfucker comes through and tries to change your mind or persuade you to think. That's being pro-black. Standing on what you already believe. Not isolating other races. That's racist. So to throw a color onto something and say just that matters, how is that not racist? But that's pro-black. No, it's not. That's not pro-black. It's racist. Very fucking racist. I hate when people say that shit. That's just another way for them to say that, oh, there they go again. There they go again. There they go again. Like that bitch Doza didn't do nothing. That's why these hoes is running around singing songs like this and shit. Ain't no way in the fucking world I would have sat there and let that officer put his knee in that man's neck and recorded that shit. Took pictures of that shit. For what? I would rather go to jail for saving this man's life than sitting there taking a fucking picture or recording it. I would have kicked that officer in his motherfucking face. Get off that man. Yeah, arrest me, bitch. I don't give a fuck. Shit, at least he alive. At least he breathing. At least he gets to go back home to his family. But y'all want to stand there. Let me get an angle for what? Why are you recording a murder? But you're for black people. You're for your people. But you're standing there watching the shit. I don't give a fuck. My people are worth going to jail for, because I would have speared that fucking officer. Get off of this man. He is already arrested. What more do you want? He's in a damn near the fucking fetal position. Laying clearly on the ground, arrested. How the fuck you gonna run? He can't even breathe. Hi. That's why it's having you not record officers, and in certain states they making it a felony if you record what an officer is doing, just in case they murder them. They don't want that shit on camera. They don't want that shit on tape. So instead of taping that shit, do something. 30, 40 motherfucking people standing around watching this officer with his knee in this man's neck. He can't even breathe. Crushing this man's lungs. And y'all standing there watching? You out of your motherfucking rabbit. Pull up videos right now. You see white people literally fighting officers. Literally beating the shit out of them. And then y'all just sit there and watch this man life fade away in front of y'all. But let me record it. That's not doing something about it having it on tape. Doing something about it is when y'all removing that motherfucker off of him. It was way more y'all than it was him. The fucking they say they scared. What the fuck you scared of? If you on top of this man crushing his lungs. He's scared. He's saying, I can't breathe. That was fear coming out of his mouth. I am afraid. I can't breathe. I've never felt like this before. Get off of me. And y'all standing there recording. Y'all standing there watching. I would have kicked my motherfucking shoe off, kicking that officer in his motherfucking face. Get off this man. Get off of him. Shit, he can't even fucking breathe. Okay, you arrested him, whatever. He should still be able to go home to his family. Doesn't mean he should die because he's being arrested. This shit is crazy. And then it's Black Lives Matter. No, the fuck they don't. They need to matter to us. I don't give a fuck about a white person, what they care about me. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. And y'all shouldn't care either. So I don't give a damn. Ain't no white person about to stop me from doing shit in life. Nothing. I'm not going to let them hold me back. For what? That's what they want anyway. So I ain't never going to let no white person let me stop. I'm going to do what the fuck I want to do when I want to do it. Shit, get the fuck out of here. You bitches don't scare me. Shit, fuck the police. Shit, all of them. That's how I feel. And they wonder why black people, that's the last thing a black person gonna do is call the motherfucking police when they have a problem. We're more scared of the motherfucking police than they are of us. You got mothers scared as hell to let their teenage sons and shit outside. Why? Why? Shit, we more scared of them than they are of us. As many of us that stayed unkilled. The number's getting higher, not lower. Shit, we're more afraid of them. Shit, I get pulled over, I'm trembling. Like, is this it, Lord? Just because my tail light out? Is my life about to end? What do I say? Because even when you're respectful, you still get shot. It's like, what the fuck? I shouldn't be in fear. I should see the police to have a sigh of relief. You should not see the police as just like, oh my God, Lord. Like, what should I be afraid of? These are the people that serve and protect. Should not pull over and kill. Shit, there's been people, black people killed just through routine fucking traffic stops on the side of the road. That black man had a register to carry and all of that, and he lifted up his thing and it has gums inside there. He got a whole shot. Killed right in front of his daughter in the back seat, girlfriend or wife in the passenger seat. Oh well. Should have had a gun, nigga. Although he had the right to have it. Literally, papers and all. Still dead. And this happened years ago. Yet, ain't nobody protesting. Ain't nobody protesting about it. Trayvon Martin still is an injustice. That bitch George Zimmerman still walking around, but ain't nobody protesting about it. Nobody making signs. Because that's what we do. We'll beat shit out of each other, kill each other, but when it comes to white people, we want to make signs. Okay. Make it make sense. We'll shoot each other, beat the shit out of each other, drag each other down the street, all that. But when it comes to white people, we want to make signs. We want to go sit outside of courthouses. But we'll destroy our own. But then as soon as a white person does it, all of a sudden, we got to stick together. Okay, when Rodney and Tim was just outside fighting, you basically send Rodney out there to fight Tim. Weird. But now that somebody white has done something, all of a sudden, no, it shouldn't be all of a goddamn sudden. Look at all the shit we do to ourselves. We need to worry about that shit. We still worry about competing. Who has the better shirt? That's why I don't wear none of that stupid shit. Fuck Gucci, fuck Prada, fuck Louis. I don't wear none of that shit. I'm not about to be walking around drip down in motherfuckers that don't like me. Gucci don't give a fuck about a black person. Louis don't give a fuck about a black person. They don't give a fuck about us. All that shit is made in European-esque. That shit ain't made for black people. But you bitches keep running around in that shit to try to look better than the next. And some shit that the people that made it don't even want you in it. They don't even want you in the shit. Look at them runway shows. 1 black model, 18 white ones. Who the fuck you think this was made for? But you host Gucci this, Gucci that, Louis everything. And no Gucci, Louis, they don't even want you in their shit. But you ignorant motherfuckers keep buying it. So y'all worry about the wrong shit. Sit down there in a whole bunch of racist motherfucking designers with a sign up for black people. You fucking degenerates. This shit doesn't make sense. Come together and stick together. We do better in numbers. We need to come together and learn from one another instead of trying to be right and be correct. And I know this, and I know that, and I did this. There doesn't need to be a leader. Malcolm X was killed by his own fucking people. Black people went into that church and killed that man. Black people. Black people told that white man where Martin Luther King was going to be at on that balcony. Black people. We trade on our own people. We want to love each other, but we don't want to see each other succeed. That's the problem. So there don't need to be a leader. We never needed a Malcolm. We never needed a Martin. We didn't need none of those people. That was Martin's dream, not ours. So we don't need them. We don't need nobody to lead us. We just need to come together, stick together, and lead one another. Learn from one another. Shit, get the fuck out of here. That's what we need to do. Not protest. So we all need to go sit at a goddamn park somewhere and just talk. And learn. Not fight. Not argue. Not have somebody lead when we are all leaders. We don't need anybody to follow if we're all leading. A united front. Everybody standing on the line with their own opinion. But the one common goal is that we all have love for each other and we're not going to go against each other. That's what scares white people. Unity. That's what they fear. But they don't have to fear it anymore because we won't do it. So we'll stay divided, and that's how they want us. Go look up George right now. Everybody that's talking about it, especially on CNN and stuff like that. Police officers arrested due to a fatality of a black man. He has a fucking name. His name is George Floyd, bitch. He has a name, and put some fucking respect on after y'all done killed that man. Put some fucking respect on his name. His name ain't Black Man, ho. It's George Floyd. I don't like that shit. And y'all shouldn't like it either. But all these stupid ass, just go with it, decisions, it's not going to do anything. You want to scare them? Come together. See what the fuck they do. We tell them we ain't buying shit, we ain't doing shit, we ain't working, we ain't doing none of that shit. Y'all look at people in Africa because they still have tribes and stuff that they're poor. No, they're not poor. They don't choose to live the way that you idiots do. You get a $5,000 bonus and you buy a Birkin bag. Why? Why? Because you're so worried about competing. With who? You don't buy Birkin bags and Gucci and all that shit to compete with white people. You do it to compete with blacks. Because the establishments and shit that you go to, it ain't filled with white people. So you're not competing with them. You compete with your own fucking kind. Y'all try to dress better and have certain things to make other people feel less than. Your own fucking people. Then a white person kills a black person, then all of a sudden Black Lives Matter. Well, did Black Lives Matter when you was at the club last night talking shit, ho? Did Black Lives Matter when you was dragging that bitch out the bar? Did Black Lives Matter when the gang that just left from over here just shot 62 people? Did they matter then? So why all of a sudden it's supposed to matter because somebody white did something? It ain't the 50, 60,000 black men down a day due to cops killing them. But it is doing black on black crime. I can tell you that. The majority of the reason that niggas is in jail is not because of white people. It's because they robbing, killing, and stealing the shit from each other. But all of a sudden, that's white people's fault. At some point in time, black people, we're going to have to start taking credibility in the shit that we do. We understand it's a systematic system and it's against us. I get it. But if you don't put yourself in that goddamn system, you ain't got to worry about it. The fuck out of here. There's a choice in everything that we do. Everything. Fuck the fact that this person committed a crime to go to prison. All we care about is that he's in prison and he's black. So that's the only reason he's there. He didn't commit a crime. He did. And he deserves to pay for it. Now, does he deserve 16 years for something that a white person only got 4 years for? No. No. I would agree. But if he didn't make that choice to put himself in the system, he wouldn't have to worry about it. The fuck out of here. That shit starts at home. What the fuck are y'all doing at home to make sure that your kids and shit is acting right when they're out here in these streets? What decision-making choices are you teaching your children so when they're out here, you don't have to worry about that? What are you doing? Besides sitting in the house gossiping and shit. Sitting in the house smoking weed, drinking, worried about the next bitch and her nigga and all that. What are you doing with your kids? Shit, that shit starts at home. It ain't the teacher's job and shit to teach your motherfucking kids how to act in these streets. It's your responsibility to teach your child if an officer approaches you, this is what you do. Are you teaching your kids that? Or are you just sending them outside and then they get in trouble and it's, oh my Lord, oh my, what the fuck did you teach them? Why are you sitting here grieving? What did you teach them? Is this their fault or yours? Is this their fault or yours? Because if you teach a child at home what to do when they get out there in them streets, they're going to make better choices. Instead of you just sending them out there because they're getting on your nerves. So take your ass outside. Is you teaching them what to do when they're outside? The fuck? But y'all want to blame everything on white people. No, take some accountability in the shit that you do. Because then when you do that, you're going to realize that, oh, white people really ain't all that bad. Shit. What the fuck are you teaching your kid? I tell my kids, when a police officer walk up to you, be respectful. Speak when spoken to. So you can walk away. I'm not there. So if I'm not there, whatever happens to you, I need to teach you what to do when I'm not present. Because if I'm there, you don't even got to say a word. I'm going to take care of it. But I can't be everywhere all the time. So since I can't be everywhere all the time, I'm going to teach you what to do if approached. Are y'all doing that with y'all kids? Because shit could end differently if they know. You can't do better unless you know better. So what conversations are y'all having with y'all kids before they going outside? Or y'all just saying go outside? My goodness. She didn't first white. No, you bitch. What you doing, hoe? With your black ass. What you teach that baby before he went outside? What you teach that little girl before she went outside? A lot of this shit can be avoided. A lot of it. The fuck out of here. That's my responsibility. So when my kids go outside, they know. A lot of y'all ain't teaching y'all kids this shit. And y'all ain't teaching them a lot of other shit either. Y'all letting these tablets, these Androids, these iPhones, these computers, these video games, y'all letting them raise y'all motherfucking kids. Why wouldn't the kids sit there and play Grand Theft Auto all day, stealing cars and shooting people in the motherfucking game and go into the real world and think that it's not the same way out there? They're a child. They don't know better, so you have to teach them. It's different. This shit is crazy. What are you actually instilling in these kids when they're going outside? Are y'all actually having conversations with them? If so, what y'all talking about? Because me and my kids talk about everything. Avoid police at all costs. And if they just so happen to approach you, don't speak until spoken to. Don't talk smart. Don't be rolling your eyes. Keep eye contact. Stand up straight. Assert yourself when you speak to them. Tell them your name. You tell them where you live at. And you tell them your daddy a lawyer. Yeah. Tell my daddy a lawyer. He'll play this shit. No, I ain't no goddamn attorney, but they don't know that. Good. My daddy's an attorney. This is my name. Hi. This is where I live at. All my kids know their address. What are y'all teaching these goddamn kids? Because it stems into adulthood. So get the fuck out of here. But y'all want to white people. Okay, I get it. But what about us? Because we can't stand each other. We can't stand each other. We can't even sit in a room and have a normal conversation without a jumping, without a motherfuckers popping off. We can't even just sit there and just talk to one another, to meet each other halfway. We can't even do that. But we can make signs and shit and stand next to each other. That's why black people do marches and shit, because you don't have to talk. Because if we have to talk, it ain't gonna end well. It's not gonna end well. But black people always want somebody else to lead. No, we are all leaders. We all need to lead. We are all intelligent. We all have something to offer. Every single one of us. We have to value ourselves before other people will value us. That's why we don't matter, because we don't matter to each other. But we so worried about everybody else and what all the other races is doing and what white people do to us and how is this system set up for us to fail. Okay, well, oh well. Like my grandfather told me, I'll never forget it. He says, son, there are going to be a lot of things in this world as a black man that are not meant for you, but don't you ever let it stop you from trying to gain them. You're going to have to work a little bit harder, and it's not fair. But anything that comes easy goes away easy. So you don't want that anyway. That stuck with me because he was right. Just because the system has been set up so that it's easier for white people to excel does not mean that we still can't. It does not mean that we don't have to work hard just because we have to work harder that we shouldn't. If you have to work harder, oh well, do it. Instead of sitting around bitching, moaning, and complaining about something. Blaming it on somebody else because for your shortcomings. I'm a fucking loser, so I'm going to blame it on white people. No. You're a loser because you just are. Shit, get the fuck out of here. That's why you're a loser. You're a loser because you just are. You didn't achieve certain things because you just didn't. You can't blame everything on white people. What are you going to blame on yourself? You're just perfect? And if not for them, you could show people how perfect you are? No. Shit, what the fuck have you done for yourself? What have you tried to achieve that you feel that has been taken away from you, that you didn't climb that ladder? What? Because you went to college and It's a lot of white people that go to college that don't make it nowhere either. But black people always want to fucking complain. It's no different than a white person that live in a trailer park and grew up in the trailer park and got accepted with a scholarship or some shit to go to Harvard. And then it's a family that has a stake in Harvard, that owns part of Harvard. So no matter what their kid just automatically goes into it. So Harvard is handed to them. But this white kid from the trailer park had to bust his ass his whole life to get to this place that this person just got it handed to. No, that's not fair. But it doesn't mean that that white boy from that trailer park should give up because something was just handed to the other person. So what? There are plenty of things that we have to work harder to do. It doesn't mean give up. It doesn't mean give up. So that's an excuse to me. That's an excuse. If you have to work harder, so what? Deal with it. Should imagine back in the days with the actual slaves and after segregation ended and all of that shit when we can only go on a certain place. Imagine the shit they went through. And y'all want to bitch and moan about it, what the fuck going on in 2020? Life is much better for us now. We've jumped through a lot of loopholes. A lot of shit. Shit, we've came far. But y'all still want to bitch about the things that we still haven't conquered. Well, conquer them. Instead of bitching about it. It's not going to get you anywhere. But where the fuck you at? But where the fuck you at? It's different. So I don't want to hear none of that shit about the system and it's systematic and how to, okay, ho, okay. Well, stay out the system, bitch. Stay out the system, ho. People say, oh, but these kids, when they're they put you, even if they're in foster home stuff, they take them and they put them in the system so that they can be into prison. Well, their parents should have got it to motherfucking together. Maybe their mama shouldn't have been doing crack. Maybe their daddy shouldn't have walked away. They don't have to be in the system. Ain't none of my motherfucking kids in the system. Shout out to Shanati. Ain't none of Shanati kids in the motherfucking system. Shout out to Pink Unicorn. Her kids ain't in the system. D Turner, her kids ain't in the system. Gemini kids ain't in the system. Why? Because they're good parents. They decided to take care of their motherfucking kids. It's different. Whenever the fuck y'all get through, but y'all want to blame everything on white people. No, blame yourself. Slaves can blame white people, not you hoes. Slaves can say white people held us back. The fuck out of here. You can do what you want to do. You have to actually want it. And if you hit a roadblock, jump over that bitch. Instead of sitting at the roadblock complaining. Do something about it. Complaints get you nowhere. Nowhere. The fuck out of here. I'm sick of that shit. Because my people are better than that. Black people are better than that. We've been through way too fucking much for us not to fucking prosper. So I'm not going to accept these fucking excuses. I'm not going to do, because that's all the fuck it is. It's an excuse. I ain't never going to let a white person stop me from doing a goddamn thing. A goddamn thing. They ain't never going to have that much power over motherfucking SeanDavieWay. I'll fight them motherfuckers before I let that happen. Whether I have to fight on paper, whether I have to fight with my brain, however I have to fight, I'm going to fight. And I'm not going to sit there and bitch about it. Shit, in the 6th grade, I was garnished a scholarship for $175,000 and an opportunity to meet the president. At the time it was Clinton. I did that. Not white people. That was me. I was the only black. But I didn't care. Because I earned it. I earned that. I did that. Did no white person hold me back? Because it's a systematic. Nobody want to hear that stupid ass shit. All that broke down nigga ass shit. I don't want to hear that bum ass shit. I can't do shit because of a white man. But you're an alcoholic. Is that because of a white man? Or is that because of you? Fuck out of here. White people live better because they stick together. That's why. Y'all try it. and see how far y'all get. Y'all want to come together and complain instead of come together and make a change. It's different. Get off y'all motherfucking ass. Just like y'all want these white people to get off their high horses, get off of y'all ass and do something. I ain't calling you lazy, because y'all sure go protest. Y'all quick to do that. Y'all good for a good protest. But when it comes to making actual change, what are you doing? What? I'm all for change. I'm all for coming together and making a better way, a better life for people that are going to come after us. Not for the people now, for the ones that are going to come after us. Because the children are our future. And how we act, they're going to have a fucked up future. The future don't look bright at all. It doesn't. If we're dependent on the people that are acting now. It's a very dim future for these beautiful black kids that are coming up. Very dim. If this is how we're going to treat everything. People are still being slain. That shit is still happening. So that means that it's not going to stop. And each time y'all do it, there's a fucking protest. So stop protesting. Stop. It doesn't do anything. What has changed due to your protest? Nothing. But y'all want to keep coming up with signs and shit. For what? When them same amount of people could have got together and went sat down somewhere and inflicted an actual change. We all live in Minneapolis. Since this happened, we all gonna stick together. We ain't gonna buy shit for food. We ain't going to work. They can't say shit to us. Don't speak to us until some shit has changed for us. We ain't moving till we get at least 10 more to 30 more black officers inside of the police department. And instead of encouraging y'all children that the police are bad, encourage them to be one. Shit, get the fuck out of here. That's why it's white cops everywhere. It's white cops everywhere. Yeah, because you black people keep teaching y'all kids that cops are snitches and shit like that. Making cops look negative. Putting a negative tone on being a police officer when a police officer's duty is to serve and protect. Being a cop, you could literally be looked at as a fucking hero. But y'all don't want to push that agenda to y'all kids. Stay away from the police. We don't like the police. With the majority of y'all children will make amazing police officers. It will be way less violence and stuff going on if it's somebody that is approaching you that looks like you. That looks like you. They don't look like us. That's why they fear us. It would be way different than a black officer walking up and having a conversation with a black man and arresting a black man. That would go over way better than it does with a white one. One that is arresting them out of fear. Shit, it's different. But y'all not teaching y'all kids that. You're not teaching y'all kids that it's okay to be a cop, especially if you have good morals and you just want to do good. Yes, being a cop is dangerous, but not all cops die. Just plenty of cops that fucking retire. Look at the retirement list every year. Cops that have been cops 30, 40, 50 fucking years. Never got into one incident. But y'all want to go around with this ignorant ass mentality that the black people shouldn't be cops. Because that shit stemmed from a child. It ain't nobody in my family that told me I should be a cop. None. None. Why? But they all tell me to stay the fuck away from them. They all tell me that. So you wonder why so many more white cops than there are any other race. Because their parents teach them that it's okay. You can be a cop. What's wrong? Go ahead. Do your thing. She'll say, become a detective. Work for the FBI, CIA one day. Hell yeah, you can be a cop. But y'all don't do that. So that's why. And then the black ones that are cops, they crooks. Oh, they crooked. They this, they that. So black people just can't win for motherfucking losing. Because then as soon as a black cop become one, oh, he's a snitch now. Oh, he's a this. Oh, he's a that. They don't want to work in their own community because they don't want to arrest their friends. I'll arrest my motherfucking cousin if I got to. What's your stupid ass out here doing? It's stupid. Over it. Come together and stay that way. Not for a fucking protest. Just in general. The closer we are, the harder we are to fight. The more they're going to want to listen to us. The more we will be heard. Who listens to people with no division, with all division? Everybody's divided, but let's listen to those guys when we listen to like 100 different people, because none of them are on one accord. Come together, and come forward with one opinion. One opinion. But Black people can't do that. They're too opinionated. They don't want to. I'm not going to say they can't. They don't want to. Because we can. Because back in the days of segregation, we were powerful. They ended segregation because we didn't need them. They didn't end segregation for us to be equals because we still fucking aren't. They ended it because they wanted us to need them. Black people are the #1 consumers in the United States of fucking America. Yet they are treated the worst. Make it make sense. They don't give a fuck about us. They give a fuck about what we can provide. So if we take away what we provide, maybe they'll respect us. But this bullshit y'all running around doing, yeah, that ain't helping nothing. It's making us look worse, not better. Worse. That's not unity. Unity is coming together and to simply come together. That's it. And then you go from there. Let's just meet up and just talk. That's it. Let's eat. We have so much in common. So you best believe that it's not going to be a quiet greeting. It's going to be loud. It's going to be it's going to be fun. Because that's what we are. That's what we need to get back to. Having fun with each other, enjoying each other instead of competing with each other. What the fuck are we competing for? It doesn't always have to be one. There's enough room out here for all of us. But you have people that are trying to short the distance so that there's not enough room for people. And those are the people that we need to approach. You got bitches on here like Storm Monroe and other people that ain't even talking about stuff like this in this vernacular. This is when YouTubers and shit should be coming together with topics and shit like this, because we all look alike. This is a problem with all of us. That's why I tagged all them hoes. Yeah, get on the ball. It's a lot going on out here with our people, but what are we doing about it? What are we doing about it? I'm all for change. I'm all for it. But it has to make sense. I'm not jumping on a bandwagon because it's popular opinion. Yes, that man was slain in the streets. Yes, he was murdered. I don't know him. And I don't know his family. I don't. So I'm not going to go down there and stand outside for nothing. That man is dead and gone. He's no longer here. What are we outside for? Whether y'all stood out there and protested or not, whatever was going to happen either way. So why even waste y'all time going down there? What was the point? If they were going to get fired, they're going to get fired. Rather you motherfuckers was standing down there or not. I see anybody in prison. I thought that was the whole point of y'all going down there. That didn't happen. I saw a lot of my friends on Snapchat yesterday, and I said, fuck all of them. I said, fuck all y'all, because this is stupid. Dumb. Like, I'm not here for it. Like, I'm not. I'm here for change, not a protest. They don't do anything. Martin Luther King had damn the whole Million Man March. He still got shot on a balcony. Malcolm X did everything in his power to get black people to unify, whether Muslim, Christian, whatever. These people still went in that church and killed that man in a church. But this white boy at the top goes into a black church and kills multiple people, including the pastor. And he gets a bulletproof vest. That's what I mean by them protecting their own. That is protection. They had a vest on him to make sure that nobody harmed him on his way to jail. But are black people getting knees to the neck, hands in a pocket, and completely ignored until it's brought up again? But I'm supposed to be unified. I'm supposed to be at this protest for what? Where were black people when this motherfucker got arrested and they took him to the courthouse? Where were black people when George Zimmerman continuously walks free? You got own black people in hoods that kill each other over $20. But you have thousands of people protest for Trayvon Martin when he was slain by George. But I'm supposed to believe that Black Lives Matter. No, they don't. Because you'll kill one of your own people for $20, but you will protest when another race kills yours? Okay. Okay. But I got to get out of here because I'm like super emotional. And like it's just so much going on. But I just wanted to hurry up and talk about this and move on because I will be coming back live and I'll be talking about other stuff, more lighthearted stuff. But if I had to say anything about it, it's just that we should all come together and not because one of our people have died. I would rather come together in unity out of happiness because then it could go somewhere from there. Every time we unite, it shouldn't be because another race did something to us. It shouldn't be because of that. We should unite out of the sake of uniting. Because one thing I will say about white people, they're always a united front. Unlike us. We sitting there arguing while they looking at us like we're stupid. So if you can take anything with you, try to love somebody that looks like you before you disrespect them. Try to unite with somebody that looks like you before you try to disrespect them. That's all I have to say. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all later until the next show. Bye.